रिकॉर्डेड टू द होस्ट और पार्टिसिपेंट, ठीक है। रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन है।
अब आप
देखिए
हेलो हेलो मैम।
हाँ सर बोले, आईडी जो भेजे वो मीटिंग होगा ना?
हाँ हाँ शुरू हो गया। हाँ हम ही ले रहे हैं।
म्यूट करिए। अटेंडेंस कहाँ से? गूगल फॉर्म बनाने की जरूरत नहीं।
ये
क्यों आवाज ही को
माइक म्यूट कर लें प्लीज।
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to one and all present here.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to one and all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Now in the series of in-house training, yeah, this is the Om Prakash Giri as the resource person. All of you are most welcome in this in-house teachers training program, in which the topic is the developing scientific temperament. I hope that it should be an excellent session for all of you. We should be enjoy this session. I hope that most of all, no, only 31. Please inform to your friends to join, please. All of you join. If you, okay, let's start. Developing, as we are familiar about that, today's topic, that's the developing scientific temperament. Actually, what's
Morning,
the
sir.
good morning, please. Without any formality, we should be continue our session. Scientific temperament, that refers to the individual's attitude of logical and rational thinking. Whenever we discuss about that term, or whenever that we go through that in our daily life, all the time we get that we appear very and appreciate the term of science. Science that has got a very good grade in our daily life, and most of us, please mic mute कर लीजिए। कौन है? संजीव मिश्रा सर, संजीव मिश्रा सर प्लीज, संजीव मिश्रा सर प्लीज माइक म्यूट करें।
इतना हमको बुला कर लेता है क्या है ये?
संजीव मिश्रा सर,
सब जी उनका पोता है, उनका पोता है ये नाम लिखा है।
संजीव मिश्रा सर, अगर आवाज सुन रहे हो या कोई भी उनके आसपास है, म्यूट कर दीजिए सारे।
बात बोल चुके हैं सीपी साहब,
सारे पार्टिसिपेंट।
काम आपको करना है। देखिए, जो आप लोग हमारे ऊपर इल्जाम लगाते हैं ना कि हम ठीक से बात नहीं करते हैं, डांट के बात करते हैं, गलत इल्जाम। जब अगर आप जिम्मेदार आदमी हैं तो कल का एक इशारा काफी होना चाहिए। आप ये लेके मेरे पास आए कि सर आप जो बोले थे वो नहीं।
हेलो हेलो,
मेरे पास बोलने क्या है कि सर ये जो आपने कहा है।
इमरान खान सर, सरदार सिंह सर, प्लीज माइक म्यूट करिए, अदरवाइज सेशन हम कंटिन्यू नहीं कर पाएंगे हम लोग। या तो क्विट करें। म्यूट कर दीजिए। Okay. Though we hold science on a very high ground, but we fail to apply it in our daily life. No doubt, in our entire life, we appreciate all the things what is known as the science. And in general, in our society, we have that tendency, the development of the science study. Most of the population in our country, in our society, they believe that whenever our child, our son, our daughter, they will get the study of the science subject, they should be perform their best. But we are unable to implement that scientific temperament or scientific temper in our daily life. That's a unique contradiction in our life. We appreciate the study of the science, even we don't follow that scientific temperament in our daily life. That's the miracle. That's why I think probably the Constitution of India, second slide, of India is the only constitution of the world in which there is the remind its citizen about the development of scientific temperament. Regarding that scientific temperament, we can get the quote of the different prominent figures of our country who are very given the significant impact in our country, not only in country, in all over the world. We can get the quote of the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Sahab, who has told that scientific temperament can act as a basis of politics and society. And first of all, the term of the scientific temper that was introduced by the Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of the India, and he has written about that in his book of Discovery of India. The scientific temper is a way of life. As well as at present Prime Minister of our country is also telling about the development of the scientific temper, and he appreciates that the scientific temper increases the strength of social development. So we can say that from the very beginning of the freedom in our country, we are talking about the scientific temper and scientific temperament, but in real, we are unable to enforce that in our daily life as well as in the life of our students also. As we know that the scientific temperament, the development of scientific temper that's implemented in the Constitution of India
So you're
and
not audible to us clearly. Sorry for interruption.
okay, fine. Thank you, ma'am, for
So
your
you're not audible to us clearly.
okay. आवाज नहीं आ रही है. Only you are. What's that?
You are having network problem, ma'am.
आ रही है सर,
Yes,
आवाज आ रही है.
Problem. Yes.
No,
It's network issue.
बट आवाज आ रही है, क्लियर आ
You're
रही है.
getting.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Acha,
you.
it might
Yes,
be
sir.
from my
आ
side.
रही है.
Okay.
Mhm.
As we are getting that, fundamental duty of Article 51AH, in that it is written, and that states that it shall be the duty of every citizen of the India to develop the scientific temper, humanism, and a spirit of inquiry and reform. From which we are getting that in our nation, from the beginning, at the time of the freedom, just after the time of the freedom, our governments are officially enforcing to us, our population, for the development of the scientific temper. But we are failure. We are failure. Why we are failure? And what we can do, especially the field of our interest is the development of our students, for the teachers, and not for the teacher, for the entire nation. The development of the thinking skill, irrational thinking, as we know that scientific temperament refers to an individual's attitude of logical and rational thinking. An individual is considered to have scientific temper if they employ a scientific method developing decision making in everyday life. Even then, why we are failure, as we are getting that the statement, and admit कर ली. So entirely we are trying to enforce, but what's the reason why we are failure to develop such that scientific temperament in our country, in the population? Next. The reason behind to that is the our previous, our biasness, and that belief, traditional belief, what we have got that from our parents, our society, and that same with our children, what they are getting from us, that they are getting that's concrete. In this reference, one thing more I would like to say to you, most of the time we have that experience. What's that we are getting in writing in the book, we are ready to accept that. And whenever any student is raising the question regarding that problem or that statement, what suppose that anything there, that is the science, history, Hindi, or any other subject, whenever what's that written in the book, we are ready to blindly accept that statement. Am I right? I think most of us, जो कुछ भी बुक्स में लिखा है उसको हम एज इट इज मानने के लिए तैयार होते हैं. या किसी ने कुछ बताया है, who is the more learned officially, that have got a more degrees or that have the superior designation with in comparison of us, we are ready to accept that. That's the drawback. And against to that, whenever we are ready to stand against to that, then in real we can say that we are following, we are with the scientific temperament, and then only we can develop the scientific temperament among our students. Regarding the some characteristics, we are what is that in front of us? Healthy disbelief. Whenever we are ready to discourage, disqualify what that we are getting from our surrounding or from any other. Till that time, we are not getting the satisfaction, we are not capable to get the experimentation, as we are known about that. Fundamentally, in the different steps, 5 major steps of the science, first step that should be the observation, and after the observation, we develop a hypothesis, and then after the experimentation is the most important segment in the scientific method. I hope the science teachers are very well known about that, and they should be focused on this concept, scientific method. Hello, anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Scientific methods. Do you want to say something? Please start. Otherwise, we will be continuing. Hello, science teacher Pradhan sir, present please. Seema ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I congratulate you for this very good, excellent training that is going on, and it is so nice to see and be a part of this training.
Yes, please proceed. I want to know something about the scientific method. If you want to say something regarding that scientific method, then okay. Otherwise, we will be continuing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, scientific method, as far as my knowledge is concerned,
Okay.
and being a science teacher,
In
what
very
I
yeah, continue. Continue.
as a science teacher, what I apply in my class is that I just try to relate the topic that is being given in the book with the real life situation that is we face in our day-to-day life. That is one of the best way to teach science. I think we are getting disturbance from some background.
Yeah.
Lot of disturbance.
Remove
So, and the next method, as I told you, okay, I just relate the real life situation with what is being taught in the book, so that they can easily understand science without taking it very.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. That's the way of the correlation. That is
Yes,
the
sir.
correlation of
Yes.
that facts. What are the informations that's
Yeah.
given in our book? We are
Yes, sir.
correlating to that with the daily life.
Yes, sir.
Even then, in that, I would like to say, there is the most important aspect, and that is the last aspect after that experimentation. Whenever we are not getting that what the facts are given, that's true in the experimentation, then we are ready to refuse that. Am I right? We are ready to refuse that. What is that written? If that is not concrete, that is not perfect, regarding the experimentation, by the experimentation, whenever we will be unable to prove that, till that time, we are not ready to accept that. That's the first point, healthy disbelief. Very frankly, what are that beliefs system? That is very good. Even then, whenever that's not perfect, that's not correct, then scientific temperament suggests to us that says that is the meaning. We discourage that, we disbelieve. Next one point, that is the universalism. What are the scientific facts, scientific informations that is the universal? Most of the natural information, natural rules, law of nature, that is almost universal, that's common for all of us without any exception. That's might some exceptions are available, present everywhere in our life, but that will be similar, that will for all the corner of the world, everywhere in our society or that in other society, their social structure, their geographical structures might be different, but even then, the natural law that should be common. Third point that says us the free from prejudice. No, not at all. We don't have any information. We don't have any prior biasness regarding any fact. What we are doing, our all the acts that should be free from prejudice. That is the another important component of the scientific temperament. कुछ भी जो कुछ हम काम कर रहे हैं, जो एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन हो रहा है, उसके लिए हमारे पास कोई पहले से बायसनेस नहीं है. Then that is the scientific temperament. Next point that says the objectivity. Certainly all the scientific temper that should be with a concrete object. And whenever we are unable to fulfill that object, then that objectivity that is necessary, that is mandatory component of this scientific temperament. In this scientific temperament, whenever we will be able to define the objective of that procedure, objective of that work, then we can get a fruitful result in that. Next, that says the open mindedness. जब तक हमारा दिमाग खुला नहीं होगा, हमारे एडमिट करिए, ओपन माइंडेडनेस, वी आर रेडी टू एक्सेप्ट. ये छोड़ दीजिए, हाँ यहाँ एडमिट कर दीजिए, हाँ एडमिट, हाँ ठीक हो गया. तो जब तक हम सबकी बातों को सुनने के लिए हर एंगल से तैयार नहीं होंगे, तब तक हम साइंटिफिक टेम्पर की बात नहीं करते. Whenever we are talking about any fact, we are going to teach in the class, explain any topic, any topic in the class, then we should be free from any biasness, that's over, and open-minded. We must listen to the students also. हमको उनकी भी सुनना है. We don't think about that we are the learned person. No, not at all. And that develop a rationality among us. Whenever our thought that should be the rational, then we can get a strength, positive approach towards the failure. हमें फेल होने के लिए तैयार होना है. हम परफेक्ट नहीं है, not at all, never. As a teacher, the first thing that's required to us to learn, especially in all the classes. एक इंसिडेंट मैं बताऊं. एक मेरा भतीजा है, छोटा सा, अभी 4-5 साल का है, स्कूल नहीं जा रहा था. कल रात की बात है. रात को 11:15 बजे उसने मुझे फोन किया, और प्रॉब्लम होती है, लोग कहते हैं कि बहुत बात करते हैं उससे. उसने पूछा कि चांद की मम्मी कुर्ता क्यों नहीं सिलवाई. चांद, उसकी माँ ने उसको पोयम सुनाया था, वो हट कर बैठा चांद एक दिन अपनी माता से बोला, सिलवा दो माँ मुझे भी एक झिंगोला. कुछ इसी तरह की पोयम है, हमने भी पढ़ी थी, आप लोगों ने भी पढ़ा होगा. तो दैट इज द लॉजिकल. उसकी बात को अप्रिशिएट करिए, उसको सुनिए. हम तो बिल्कुल ये मानने को तैयार हैं कि कभी भी बच्चे हम पढ़ा नहीं सकते, हम उनको मोटिवेट कर सकते हैं, उनको गाइड कर सकते हैं. So let us move towards this next topic, how to develop scientific temperament among the students. It's our the duty, it's the field of our interest. हमको यही करना है, हमारे इंटरेस्ट का सबसे बड़ा टॉपिक यही है. Regarding that, there is the requirement of the development inculcate the scientific temperament among the students. The first point, that's to create a pro-science home. Don't worry, all of us are the parents, all of us are the member of a family, not at the school level only. In our family, in our home, it's our responsibility to develop such type of the environment where a child that is in any age group, that is might be a kid or that is maybe adolescence age group, that have got, that one will get a pro-science home where that can do something. What's that the field of interest of that child? In that way of the experimentation, that should be asked, that will be asked a lot of the questions from us, and we must be ready for that answering. So promote to ask the question, as our principals or our directors are also emphasize that point. Our mentor Rajeshwar sir also says that be ready for the questions of the students and promote to them for their questioning. जब तक बच्चा पूछेगा नहीं तब तक वो जानेगा नहीं. One thing more I would like to request to all of you, you should be rejoin that meeting whenever that should be over after the 40 minutes, because that's mandatory to complete 60 minutes of the session for the CSE. तो जब ही एक मीटिंग खत्म होगी तो तुरंत हम सब फिर से ज्वाइन कर लेंगे, रिज्वाइन कर लेंगे, तो हमारा जो रिकॉर्डिंग होगा वो 1 घंटे का हो जाएगा. ओके, तो प्रमोट टू आस्क द क्वेश्चंस. नेक्स्ट, डेवलप क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग एंड स्किल्स. क्या खुरापात कुछ कर रहा है, कुछ करता है, सबके बच्चे करते हैं, स्पेशली इन द इनिशियल स्टेज इन द प्राइमरी सेक्शन. Students are willing to do something, they want to something make, they want to make the robot, they want to fly the aeroplane. What is their field of interest? According to their field of interest, with the rational thinking, we are responsible to promote them. हमको उन्हें प्रमोट करना है, हम उनको दबा नहीं सकते. अगर जहां से हमने निगेटिव फीडबैक, might be their concept, their way of the working, that is wrong. That's the another thing. Don't think about that, what they are doing. How you can enforce to them to do something new, something better. Respect their doubts and ideas. हमको तो respect करना पड़ेगा. Especially, I want to say that from the +2 section or higher classes section, teachers, we are ready whenever, till that time we are in the problem and students will be also in the problem. We are not ready to accept their doubts, we are not ready to listen their doubt and accept their ideas. Their ideas and doubts are must should be respected by us. Support their experimentation from the very beginning. What they are doing, that is the experiment. Experimentation, that is the must for the development of scientific temper. Till the time there will be the possibility of the development of scientific temper, that's not possible. Till the time they will not doing the experimentation. Next, opportunity to apply what they learn जो उन्होंने सीखा है, जो उन्होंने किया है, उसको करने के लिए उनको चाहिए ओपन स्पेस, ओपन एरिया फॉर देयर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ देयर लर्निंग। जो सीख रहे हैं, हम बायोलॉजी पढ़ाते हैं, जब तक हम उनको सेल से इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं कराएंगे, अगर आप फिजिक्स पढ़ाते हैं, आप उनको ग्रेविटेशन का एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं बताएंगे, दिखाएंगे नहीं, till the time that students are not getting a fruitful learning, and not only the fruitful learning, there will be no any scope of the scientific temperament in their life. Next, that is the implies game and electronic devices. No doubt, we are talking a lot of the things. पढ़ोगे, लिखोगे, बनोगे नवाब, खेलोगे, कूदोगे, होगे खराब, ये बहुत पुरानी अवधारणा हो गई. That's the biasness. We must be free from that biasness. Whenever we are the biased, we are ready, or we are standing in front of the development of the scientific temperament, opposite to that. ठीक उसके अपोजिट हम लोग खड़े हैं. In the entire India, entire country, entire world, we can say that people are ready to accept the advantages of the games and sports. Games and sports are the key element to keep us healthy, to keep the population healthy. As we know that whenever our students, we, entire society, that should be free from diseases with the physical exercise, yoga. What's that? We know that, and now we are appreciating about that. सबसे अच्छी बात है कि आज की तारीख में हम सब रेडी हैं अप्रिशिएट करने को कि गेम्स एंड स्पोर्ट्स, फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज आर इम्पोर्टेंट इन आवर लाइफ. विदाउट फिजिकल एक्टिविटी, our life span, our life, that is not only the longevity, the enjoy, that strength of the life, that is decreased. So that improvement or that support in the games and sports with the child, the another important factor what we are getting, that is helpful in the electronic devices. We are talking a lot of the adverse impact of the electronic devices in the life of students, especially. Parents are also complaining that students have got that electronic devices and mobile, etc., and they are misusing. No, we cannot blame to that electronic devices only. We can motivate, we can change the direction. What's their fruitful and what's their harmful impact? In this way, we can calculate, we can develop the scientific temperament among our students. I hope you are getting that. Any remark, any comment regarding that you want to say? Yes, please. एक घंटा तो ले जाना होगा ना फिर से. Yes, please. Now, hello. Regarding the scientific temperament, if you are getting any doubt how we can develop the scientific temperament among the students, any query or any suggestion you have, that please unmute to yourself and share your views, please. कुछ नहीं बोलना है. हेलो, ओके, तो हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट, दैट्स द हाउ scientific temperament helps in
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Most welcome. Name,
Hello,
please.
am I audible?
Yes, yes, audible. Yes,
Sir,
yes, introduce to yourself, please.
Girish sir.
Yes.
तो ये जो मीटिंग है सबको सुनाई आ रहा है?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
यस सर। तो ये जो टॉपिक है दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग लाइक साइंटिफिक टेम्परामेंट, और ये सारी चीजें जो
Something wrong, something wrong. Unmute your mic.
और अच्छे से इम्प्लीमेंट कर सके और जो साइंटिफिक अप्रोच है उसको इनकलकेट कर सके अपने करिकुलम में और उसको बहुत ही अच्छे से एग्जीक्यूट कर सके। तो इसमें जो सबसे मेजर रोल प्ले करते हैं हमारी टीचिंग टूल, जैसा कि आपने बताया कि हमें एक जैसे इफ वी वांट टू टेक क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग हमें डेवलप करना है या फिर बच्चे का साइंटिफिक अप्रोच डेवलप करना, उसके लिए हमारा जो क्लास है वो हमें कैसा रखना चाहिए, प्रॉपर रखना चाहिए, जिसमें हम साइंटिफिक टूल्स जो भी सपोज हम टॉपिक पढ़ा रहे हैं उससे रिलेटेड साइंटिफिक टूल्स या फिर काइंड ऑफ टीचिंग टूल्स आप कह सकते हैं वो हम ले जा सकते हैं। तो दीज टीचिंग टूल्स जनरली यूज टू दे हेल्प अस अ लॉट। तो दिस द काइंड ऑफ अप्रोच जो आज आपने एक्सप्लेन किया वी ऑल आर डूइंग इट, एंड जो चीजें हम लोग नहीं कर रहे थे जैसे कि क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग जो है उसके लिए और बेटर तरीके से कर। थैंक यू।
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your
Thank you,
positive
sir.
words and approach.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Excuse
please.
me, sir. So in order to enhance our kids' critical thinking, we as a teacher, there is a section in our science book called HOTS,
Yeah.
Higher Order Thinking Skill,
Certainly.
right? Yeah. So
Okay.
whenever we get the time,